Bran Castle, also referred to as Castle Bran, is an ancient fortress located near the southern border of Transylvania, a region of central Romania. Bran Castle is Romania's most famous castle and is associated with the fictional character Dracula. The castle's main character is loosely based on the Romanian ruler Vlad Tepes, also known as Vlad Dracula. The castle has a unique history and is internationally known because of its association with the Romanian hero Vlad Tepes, the Romanian royal family, and as the home of the fictional vampire, Count Dracula. The historical figure Vlad Tepes was the king of Bran Castle. Vlad Tepes, the ruler of Wallachia, has an association with Bran Castle. Vlad was involved in several campaigns to punish the German merchants of Brasov who failed to abide by his commands as regards their trade in his Wallachian markets. While stretching the history of Bran Castle, it can go back as the year 1200s. However, the fortification was possibly destroyed by a Mongol invasion in the mid-1200s, and an actual castle would not be built until the late 1300s. In 1377, King Louis I of Hungary officially granted the Saxons of Brasov permission to build a castle, and construction was completed by 1388. Castle Bran was used in several battles, including an Ottoman defeat at Bran in 1441. Bran Castle is one of the most important landmarks in Romania. The castle acted as a defense against the Ottoman Empire in the 15th century and later served as a customs point and is a museum now. Castle Bran suffered damage during the Russo-Turkish War of 1877. However, after World War I ended in 1918, Transylvania officially became part of Greater Romania, and the people of Brasov made a gift of Castle Bran to Queen Maria. Queen Maria restored and renovated the castle to turn it into a summer residence for the royal family. During World War II, Princess Ileana, a qualified nurse, used the castle to treat wounded soldiers. Bran Castle's international fame comes from its association with the former Prince of Wallachia Vlad Tepes, and the fictional Count Dracula. The historical record is unclear on whether Vlad ever stayed at Castle Bran. The legend that enhanced the castle's reputation was the story of Dracula, associated with Vlad the Impaler, the Romanian voivode of Wallachia. The myth that this place was once the home of Vlad Tepes was created around Bram Stoker's Gothic novel Dracula, which introduced the character of Count Dracula. But in the 1960s, Romania's government began marketing an association between the prince and the castle to increase tourism. Connections between Vlad the Impaler, Castle Bran, and Count Dracula are still popular today. Although commonly known as Castle Dracula, Bran Castle is never mentioned by name in the novel Dracula. The castle draws many tourists due to its history and popularization as the real Dracula's castle from Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. Although Stoker never traveled to Transylvania, Castle Bran was at different times owned by the Hungarian kings, the princes of Transylvania, and the city of Brasov before it was officially gifted to the Romanian royal family in the early 1900s. The castle became a summer home for the royal family and was renovated by Queen Maria between 1920 and 1932. Although improvements to the water system and an elevator were added, Bran Castle maintained much of its original Gothic style. Today, Castle Bran functions as a museum and tourist destination for travelers interested in the legends of Vlad the Impaler and Count Dracula. The castle is now a museum dedicated to displaying art and furniture collected by Queen Marie. Tourists can see the interior on their own or by a guided tour. At the bottom of the hill is a small open-air museum exhibiting traditional Romanian peasant structures from the Bran region. The majestic Bran Castle is located on the boundary between Transylvania and Wallachia in Romania. A huge stone stairway leads to the castle's entryway. Inside Bran Castle, Queen Marie's residence includes a bedroom, bathroom, dining area, hall, dressing room, and 2 salons. The only elevator in the world that goes up into history and down into the future, once a secret passage. Today a gallery of history and fantasy. The secret room in Bran Castle is a secret passage in the Bran Castle connecting the first to the third floor. It was discovered while restoring the castle. It's very narrow and steep. The time tunnel, Bran Castle's child, was born from the entrails of the impressive building. All the resources used for the time tunnel are original Romanian creations. For its unique character and outstanding technical performance, the stone elevator, built by the Brașov company, received the title of Best Special Elevator in the World in 2019. Today, through creativity and state-of-the-art multimedia technologies, the time tunnel tells visitors the stories of the people and myths of Bran Castle and to create unforgettable sensations and memories. In short, the elevator at Bran Castle is called the Time Tunnel. Visitors can explore the castle, visit the torture room, time tunnel and check out the souvenirs market. More than 1 million visitors from all over the world found their way to Bran Castle in 2023. The question is, what makes Bran Castle unique? Perhaps the most captivating aspect of Bran Castle is its connection to Bram Stoker's famous literary figure, Dracula. Stoker's inspiration for the character came from various sources, and Bran Castle is often associated with the fictional vampire lord. The question is whether Bram Stoker's Dracula is true story. However, the fictional character, created by author Bram Stoker, was in fact based on a real historical figure called Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, was a 15th century warlord in what today is Romania, in southeastern. The story of Dracula involves a vampire and his attempts to move to London and begin feeding on the local population. A coalition of protagonists serve as vampire hunters and attempt to stop and destroy Count Dracula. Bram Stoker was an Irish author who is best known for writing the 1897 Gothic horror novel Dracula. During his lifetime, he was better known as the personal assistant of actor Sir Henry Irving and business manager of the Wes. Entry ticket to Bran Castle is 70 lei for adults, 50 lei for seniors, 40 lei for students. For school children 20 lei. The fee for torture chamber is 20 lei. The fee for time tunnel is 30 lei. If you wish to visit Bran Castle, the nearest airport to Bran Castle is Brașov Airport, which is 23.6 kilometers away. Other nearby airports include Sibiu 103.8 km, Bucharest Otopeni 118.9 km, and Cluj-Napoca 191.4 km. If you are arriving by flight to Bucharest, the capital and largest city of Romania, there are 3 ways to get from Bucharest to Bran, either by train, taxi, or car. You can also book a guided tour of Bran Castle from Bucharest online.